No, see, it automatically goes to 6 wood because or 6 rock because I've already got enough wood in there. I'm saying wood a lot, and I'm not giggling. I think I'm matured as an adult. Hello everyone, and welcome to Rise to Ruins. This is a cool little indie game that I've been playing for about a year now, and I figured I'll show you guys how to do it. It's one of those games where you are designed to lose miserably most of the time. It's a survival game, it's a city building survival game, and we're gonna play it. Ignore that little beep because that's what happens again when you sign up to Reddit notifications. Alright, so this game has changed quite a lot since I first originally played it. Now, I was thinking about actually just showing you what I've already built, but how about we start from scratch, because I feel like that's a better way to go. So give me a second. You can add multiple profiles, and we'll change the profile here to Dave. New profile. Dave Quest. Cool. We'll do that. I'm actually just trying to cover myself because I thought I did that before. Anyway, let's boot this up. Just gonna put my phone on silent just so no one calls me doing this because that has happened too many times. Okay. Alright, so as you can see here, there's multiple difficulties. So I don't know if there's an easy mode, but if there is, it's peaceful. It's essentially you get no monsters attacking you. Traditional, little bit. I would say this is easy mode. This is like super easy mode of like if you just want to learn how to play the game. That's easy mode, this is normal mode, and this is obviously nightmare, meaning it's hard mode. We're gonna do normal mode because I've never beaten it before. So we'll eventually do nightmare mode if we ever get to that point. Alright, so as you can see, there's multiple places you can go around this little island where you can set up your essential base. We are going to go, where we're gonna go? Where's my favorite spot? I don't really have a place. Let's go Apple Meadow. It's nice, easy there. I'm playing with the music. I never hardly ever play with the music. All right. So this is a little map we have to play with. So what we want to do is establish a little base, and you kind of want to fortify it. Now it makes sense once we start doing everything, but where do we want to place the main camp? So this is your first building, this is your main base. Every game has a little main base. And where do we want it? Where do we want it? Let's put it there. Now, you'll see these builders getting warped in, and wood and everything. This is what you get when you first start out. It just kind of beams in all these resources, and these are your villages. Now if you notice over here, you can assign tasks. So you can assign how many builders you want, and it tells you up here how many spare villages you have when you start getting more jobs. So they're going to build that. And just like every game, you kind of have to set up your building economy. So let's start doing that. Lumber shack? Yep, I know. Lumber shack. Alright, we'll do the lumber shack, and we want obviously want it around wood. So let's build that here. And we're mining facility. And where do we want that? Where do we want that? We want it... Here. Notice that you are limited where you can build, and it's in proximity to your other buildings. So there's ways to expand that. You can get little torches like this, fire pits, and that expands the range. So those become quite important later on. All right. Now what you can do is actually tell your guys where to take the wood from. And it's very good so they don't make a massive hole in one of your gap of your defenses, which is going to be quite important later on. So we want to chop all that down, and chop all that down. All that stuff is safe to chop. Alright. Now what I normally do is I build a wall here. I double wall that. Just to force the monsters to go the long way. It's very tower building-esque kind of direction. I should be using my rock. Tell them where to get my rock from now. There you go. So basically I assign where they get the rock from, where to get the trees from, and kind of just let them do their thing at the moment. Now you are limited to how many buildings you can make, and you can get more buildings if you build a special kind of, like another storage house, you could say. But the other important one is housing, because you're going to have to build a spot where you can shove all your guys into. And there's a priority kind of system as well. So you can go, that's maximum priority, I want that to be second, and I want that to be third. And that's how they'll do it. And it's a very wait and see. What you can also do, you can help them. So you can actually just pick up a resource and dump it on there. And that makes it a bit faster, see? But it does freak them out a little bit. So they're like, they run questioning life, and they can just go like that. There we go. Now, if you notice, once this building's done, once these builders are done their thing, you'll notice another job popping up here. And that's when we're going to start evening things out a bit over here. Where are my walls? My walls at? I want that to be fourth priority. Because the priorities will start, these walls are going to be very important once we start to get really into it. Oh, there's a, let's reclaim that. So you can reclaim buildings, and it's like, they're half-built buildings basically, and a dogger house. You can get dogs in this. And I'll show you a dog hopefully one day when we see him. And you can destroy buildings like this and get resources back, which I like doing all the time. Alright, so over here we've got 6, so we're going to probably dedicate 3, I'll probably max it to 6 for now. Just so they have, their sole job right now is just to get wood. I mean, sure. Alright. And they're so gonna get, so these guys are just gonna go here, they're just gonna chop wood, so the workers don't need to go chop the wood and then take it there, they can just simply pick it up, come back, pick it up, come back, which is what we want. Yeah, there we go. We'll destroy that fence, because that would annoy the hell out of me. Did I get all of them? Yeah, I got all of them. That's a better view. There we go, that's a better view. So now it's a little bit of waiting. I have to kind of figure out what my next move is going to be. I probably want my walls to be up. I think I have enough room. So what I want is a gate. I want a gate. Where do I want the gate? Do I want it there? Yeah, I'll put the gate there. Stone wall here. Whoa, whoops, 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 whoops. I'll double gate it. I'll double gate it like that. And then, because it's really going to bug me, so you can destroy little things like that. So that's going to annoy the hell out of me if I didn't do that. So we're gonna that's gonna be a little castle defense thing. So we're gonna probably build towers along there once we get there. One step at a time. If you overcook it, these guys are gonna be distracted. But that's still fourth priority. That's still, I want that fifth priority. Actually, I can make that max priority now. That doesn't really matter because this doesn't need any help. But we probably can destroy that motel. We don't really need that. So you can find a little a key. You can find special resources like that. And if you see another one, you can get a chest, and then you can unlock the chest and get special like this. If you, So there's a chest. So you can get one of the guys to pick up the key to open the chest. Where's my key? Oh. I screwed that up. Because I had the grab on and it just freaking confused me. Anyway, what's my guys doing? They're very slow, aren't they? Well, I've got quite a lot of wood, so let's just lessen the lumberjacks and increase the builders, because it's kind of annoying how slow they've been. Yeah. Let's speed this up a bit. I think there's a way to speed things up as well. There's like a speed button, but I never use it. I don't know why. Music might have got a little bit louder there, but realized I didn't have my headphones in. It's really bad for the mic. Alright, where are we looking? Let's turn this music down a little bit. Let's turn it off. Just so we can hear. Let's put it on again. Turn that down. All right. That would be good enough. All right, exit out of there. So now it's a little bit of a wait and see. We've got the mining up now, so we've got plenty of wood. Let's lessen that to 1. Let's boost that up to 8. Let's get a bunch of rock under our belt, and then I'll lessen that again. Once we get a lot of rocks, I'll probably lessen 8. Shove more into building. Now, what you can do is to increase your population, because you can. I think it's uncapped. I don't believe there is a cap to it. You can, if you buy it, get housing, and that looks after them so they don't die, because these guys can die. You can increase your population, and you can find nomads. So sometimes it will say nomads, and you kind of have to search the map for them and kind of protect them, because there's all going to be monsters all out here. I don't think you can see any monsters yet. Oh, here they are. Yeah. It's very Star Trek inspired, if you see it. See 12 of 15, if you know anything about the Borg. It's very Star Trek influenced with these ones, but this is kind of like the area you want to eventually start to attack. But you'll start seeing monsters everywhere, and you kind of have to defend against them. So the point is you to be stronger than the monsters eventually. As you can see, it's starting to build up a little wall, which is what we want. Now this is iron ore, that's going to be very important later on, and this is food, which is going to be also very important, which reminds me, I probably should add to my food. Farm. Probably get a farm. Probably shove that. Where do I want it? Probably shove that there. And the amount of building slots. So to get more, you either upgrade your camp, which in this case is going to cost 6 wood and 6 rocks, or you build one of these, which is 32 wood or 8 rocks. So it makes a little bit more sense to build or just upgrade your camp for now. No, see, it automatically goes to 6 wood because 6 rock because I've already got enough wood in there. I'm saying wood a lot, and I'm not giggling. I think I've matured as an adult, which is very disappointing. So we're just It's a lot of weight. I do like these games where you can wait and they're very casual. If you do want this game, I'll put a link down below of how to find it. It's still in early development, but the guy behind it, I think his name's Ray. I'm part of his Discord. He's still upgrading it now. He puts a lot of love into it, and you can tell. I remember we were playing this game when we played initially, when I first got it. The whole magic system was different. There's a few less resources. Water wasn't any. Oh, I've completely forgotten about water. I'm gonna have to start building some water stuff. Yeah, water it didn't exist. But now it's a critical resource to keep you guys alive, and they're gonna start wanting that soon, which is a bit annoying. All right, we're nearly at 100 rock. That's where I want to be. 100 rock. He's taking a hit. He's taking a hit. The guy's health is a little bit down a bit. I don't know how he took a hit. They're all suffering. They're all suffering. I think they're all getting exhausted, that's why, because I haven't got that up yet. There we go. Got some housing. So that shows you a population housing ability. So that's going to start helping these guys. It's not going to be enough, so we're going to have to do an upgrade. And it's a very expensive upgrade, so it's rather annoying. Or I can build some more health. I'll probably build another. Because I only need what? Oh, I need 4. I need 4 of these buildings. Alright, that's 100 rock. Alright, let's boot that down to 1. And shove everyone to being a builder. That should start speeding things up. Actually, let's boost this to maximum. Because I'm going to need this housing for people to start feeling good. Because I think my guys are slowly hating their life at the moment. You don't want that. And I can't afford my guys to die at this point. This early stage of the game, it's quite hard to recover if your population dwindles. So they also carry multiple pieces of wood, which they didn't used to. I remember when they only did one at a time. Pretty strong people though, I have to admit. I have to admit on that one. I like the fact you just hover it and it kind of makes a little blotch underneath your finger. Alright, so I've got some more buildings to play with. Alright, so I want a rain catcher. Because that's going to be very beneficial. And what else do I want? Oh, I probably want to build another home. House. There we go. There we go. Alright. So getting my housing up, these guys are going to start resting and feeling a little bit better. And we should... the wall's coming along nicely. They're getting there. I don't know what you're doing, but don't do that. Alright, so our rocks are dropped down slightly, so let's boost that to there. I want to keep it above 100. I want to keep that well and good. That's the key. I like how my wall's coming along. I probably want to boost this housing though. Housing and probably that should be the priority. The farm should be... So you need food as well. So you see all these carrots there, that's going to be very important for my food. So let's get that. So I'm gonna have to get those operational soon, because I'm just gonna start running out of time over here. Midday. It's only midday. It's nighttime is when things start to go wrong, and that's when you have to start to panic a little bit. Start closing things off. It's to definitely make. So probably if it shoves to evening, I'll probably shove that wall priority to maximum, just to close off the walls. The first night's typically all good. You typically don't have too much problems. It's the second night you don't want to worry about, but you want to get your walls up before then, just to make sure. All right, so we've got that back up again. Shove that to there. Like how these walls they've slowly been progressing. I do like that. Now you can dedicate some people to just be transport guys. So if you build one of these, and you can build these regardless of your cap, because this building actually gives you more building slots. So if we build that probably here. Let me think. So I always like to build one of these. So that's 5. So I don't want to. Let's go. We'll probably build that there. So if we go. I kind of want to put it there because I don't want to. I guess that's still a little bit close, but because it's acting like a storage thing. So if you build it too close to that, it kind of defeats the purpose of the building. But I think there will be all right. So that will give you it will give you a new job where you can assign people just to transport stuff. So it won't be builders transporting the goods to the building site. The workers would actually do, and the builders will be solely dedicated to repairing and just building sites and stuff. Rain, that's what I wanted this up for. I don't know if I'm gonna have that built before the rain stops. Do it myself. Do it my bloody self. There, I did it myself. Hurry up, build that. Oh, they're all gone. Oh. Just build it. They're all just chilling out. So that's because they do have some social aspects to them, so sometimes they just don't do their job. And you kind of have to keep them in a good mood for them to keep on doing their job. Whoa. Sorry. My phone was just making funny noises and trying to stop it. Alright, there we go. So again, you have a new job now. Let's shove one to there. And now we're going to start getting a new resource, water. So if you look over here, you're starting to get it. Now it's going to be very important, especially in the summer days, because there are seasons. So right now we're in spring. And I typically like try and upgrade this whenever I can. I want this maximum because when it rains, I want to suck as much water. And if you know that it's going down, because these guys are thirsty as, so I've been neglectful. I've been very neglectful. So we'll let that do its thing. We're gonna have a farm because we're gonna need to get food up soon. So now it's gonna start to getting your guys a little bit too spread out. Sometimes you have to sacrifice something for something else. That's where you have to kind of judge it. But right now, I think we've got a good balance. Building is the priority, and keeping. Oh, the wood's kind of dropped down a bit, so let's shove that there. I want to keep that up. Now, these resources do get replenished with with just natural growing, and earthquakes, you get earthquakes as well. Sometimes you get just hit with a day where it's just everything gets thrown at you as you get more and more into the game, so that's what you have to worry about. And we're still down one house there. I'm debating about whether I should upgrade or build another house. I feel like upgrading is the right way to go. Oh, we'll go upgrade. I think we don't have too much on that I can't afford that. Because one thing that attracts nomads to your little village is if you've got more room than you have people. So it's actually quite important. You seem to attract more people that way. So you want to get this above that as soon as possible. And plus it makes you guys good if everyone's got a place to live. So, which is a good metaphor for life. Well, not metaphor, it's just a realistic life, really. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, Dave. You muppet. Anyway. So it's a little bit wait and see right now. We've got a little, they look like ants. I think that's why I like the game, because they look like little ants that I can control. And I've always wanted to control, like have a little colony of ants and control them like a king. I've got a god complex. Alright, so what are we looking? We've got nice and balanced. I'm still not where, still not at the baseline yet. I find the baseline is once you kind of got your resources covered. So you got food, water, rock, and wood, and a gate. Oh, and a fence thing. Wall, I should say. Don't know why I struggle for the word. Alright, so we'll shove 2 farmers there just to get started. We'll lessen the builders for now because we're kind of running out of things to build. And we're hopefully going to get these farmers to plant stuff, and we're going to upgrade that because we want this to be the best farm we can make it. They're going to start farming that, and we're going to start getting food resource over here, raw food, which you can refine to make rations, which just makes the food last longer. Alright, so this is Dusk. The monsters seem restless, so you're going to start seeing a few more monsters around. Probably right now it's still pretty early on that you probably won't see any. Yeah, I love that lighting effect, you see that? I'll just light things up. I think we'll still look good, you won't see too many. There's a wild doggo, so let's kidnap the dog. Because these dogs are going to be very useful because they help. And because we have a little kennel there, he's probably going to live with us. He's a little bit overwhelmed by the situation. Come on, doggo. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Alright, we'll shove that down. Shove that back up. Come on. Come on. I think I killed him. He's got health. He's still got one. He's got full health. He's just... I think he's a little bit overwhelmed of being picked up and dropped down, which I don't get. Dogs love that, don't they? Poorly watered. Shut up. We're not running out of water, aren't we? Where's the... Oh, we've got some water here. I guess we'll make our guys go up there to get some water if they need to. Oh, he's up! Come on, doggo. See, he's got a little kennel. He's got a doggo. He should join our village soon. Come on, buddy. And if you notice, all these guys have really cool names. You see a lot of sci-fi names. I'll try and find one. A lot of them, sometimes they have sci-fi names. So Jean Grey and Scott Summers. Oh, where's the doggo? There he is. Just join a damn village, mate. You know you want to. I don't think any of them are or any sci-fi names I know. so that's completed. So we've got a little initial defense up. Now what I typically do is once I've got the initial defense, I start prepping the actual defense. So these are bow towers. So that's going to be very important. Oh, I need crystal. Oh, there's crystal. Crystal's another building resource that you probably will need when you start getting into magic and things like that. But the bow tower, that's going to be quite important. Monsters are enraged, great. Luckily there's not a lot of monsters around that we're not going to have too much of that problem, but if you see how dark it gets, it's not bad. So that, yeah, this is going to be the difficult bit. See, there he is. There's one of the buggers. He's going to attack that. Now what I typically do is get them out of there. Just for now, we weren't quite ready to combat them, and that's my bad. So we should, for the sake of being ready, I'm gonna put that. I'll put that. Bussin the doggo. He's joined the village. There's Bussin. Hello, Button. All right, but that's where we'll leave the first Let's Play of Rise to Ruin. So if you do want another episode of Rise to Ruin, leave a comment down below. If you do want the game, if you want to try the game, the link's down below as well. Not sponsored, just I hate when people do Let's Plays and you don't know where to get the game. Yeah, leave a comment down below. Either 10, if I get 10 views, 10 comments, or 10 likes, I will make another part of this game. So if you do like it, let me know. If you don't, you don't. But either way, until next time.